Hi everybody, welcome back to Quarantine Cooking with Carolyn. Today I'm going to show you a family-friendly, kid-friendly meal. I'm going to show you how to do breaded chicken fingers in the oven. And this is super simple and it's only 4 ingredients if you don't count the salt and pepper. So let's get started. Now first of all, I've preheated my oven at 400 degrees and I've sprayed a cookie sheet with a little bit of cooking spray. So that's all prepped and ready to go. Now, 4 ingredients. You need a pound of chicken tenderloins. You need, of course, salt and pepper. You need a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And you need breadcrumbs. Now, you can use the traditional Italian breadcrumbs like that you get in the grocery store, or you can use the panko breadcrumbs. These are a Japanese style breadcrumb, and these are actually my personal favorite. I think they are rice based, but I'm not 100% certain. All I know is they are crunchier, and I like them better for that reason. But you find these in the same place that you find the traditional Italian breadcrumbs. All right, just right next to it, you'll find it. So that's easy. If you don't have either one of these, you can use croutons crushed up. You can use pretzels, tortilla chips. You could do potato chips. Lay's right now has a taco flavored potato chip that I think would be great on tenderloins, breaded tenderloins. Oh my gosh. And those things you would just put in a zip top bag and crush them. You can use either a heavy skillet, a rolling pin, anything to just get a fairly fine crumb. Of course, you could also use cornflake crumbs as well. That's also fairly traditional. So anything you've got on hand, you can use for this recipe. Okay, so I like the panko, so I'm going to use that, and that's 3/4 cup. And if, okay, there we go. There's the Parmesan cheese, 1/4 cup there. And about 3/4 teaspoon of salt and a little bit of pepper. Now, if you know me and you've watched my videos, I'm just going to mix that up. And you can use your hands. It's just fine. If you've watched my videos, you notice that I decant a lot of my ingredients, such as these breadcrumbs, and I put them in these inexpensive little tubs that you get at the grocery store or Target, any place has them. But I gotta tell you, it really, really helps. Not only can I just scoop right out of the bin, but it's so much easier than having all sorts of different sizes of packages and plastic bags and things. It's so much easier to see what I've got in the cupboards when I decant things like that into the bins. So that's why I do that. So anyway, let's get on to breading. Now I'm going to show you a really handy little trick. If you've ever breaded anything before, you know that you get something, what we call in the business, club hand. And what it is it's when you go from the wet mixture to the dry mixture. And what happens is you start using the same hand for everything and everything starts sticking to your hands. So if you keep one hand for the wet and one hand for the dry, you will find that you will get a whole lot less of that club hand. So I'm going to do this one in the wet. I'm going to take it over here. And now my dry hand is going to, and you'll get a whole lot less of that club hand. And really what's happening is you're breading your hand. That is really what is happening. So I'm going to continue to bread these. All right, so I'm back, and this took me probably less than 5 minutes to do, and I wanted to show you my hands. I did all of those, and look, no club hand. This was my wet hand, this was my dry hand, and they've got very little stuff on them. So that's a neat little trick, and it just kind of saves you a lot of mess. So these are going to go in the oven at 400 degrees for 8 minutes. Then I'm going to flip them over and cook them another 7 minutes until they are brown and crispy. It's been 15 minutes and our chicken tenders are ready. Now I put these in for 8 minutes, pulled them out, turned them over, and did another 7 minutes. And you can see, let's just hit that. They are done and they look really, really good. Now I also popped in some roasted potatoes while these were cooking. And this was just a regular baking potato. I tossed with a little olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic, whatever you like on there, paprika, whatever sounds good. And I popped those in there and I flipped those as well about halfway through. These cooked a little bit longer, maybe 30 minutes on these. So there you go. They are beautiful. They're all done. And you can serve these with whatever you like, whatever the kids like, ranch dressing, barbecue sauce, whatever you like, add a vegetable. You've got this, guys.